All right, doing another beer review this evening. Tonight, I am doing a beer I've never had before. Well, I had never had before. I've had some of the beers in the six pack already. This is the fourth beer in the six pack, but I saw it at a liquor store. Never heard of it before. I didn't know what to expect, so I got it because it was reasonably priced. It was $6.99 for a six pack of pounder can, 16 ounce, and it is the famous Narraganset lager from Narraganset, Rhode Island, with the famous slogan of "Hi neighbor, have a Gansett," which originated. I got some specs on it here. Originated by, most famously uttered by Boston Red Sox announcer Kurt Gowdy. The beer was founded in Cranston, Rhode Island in 1890. It was formerly the number one selling beer in New England, but I read that it's now a relatively small part of the beer market. It's not near as popular as it used to be. Um, on Beer Advocate, they like it. They give it an okay score of 77, which is higher than most American adjunct lagers like Coors, Budweiser, Miller High Life, Old Milwaukee, Milwaukee's Best, all ice beers, all malt liquors. Um, it is 5% ABV, so it's right there with Coors, Banquet, and Budweiser. Year round distribution and availability out of Narraganset Brewing Company. And I'll just read here the specs on it. Made on honor for 5 generations, the famous Narragansett lager has been one of the greats since 1890. Pre-Prohibition era drinkers toasted Gansett, Dr. Seuss illustrated Gansett, the Sox scored with Gansett, and Captain Quint crushed Gansett. Today, the highest rated heritage American lager, according to Beer Advocate, is brewed to be clean, crisp, refreshing, and perfectly balanced. Hi, neighbor, have a Gansett. Most people on Beer Advocate give it I'm seeing 3.9 out of 5, 3.4, 3.5, 3.3, 3.67 out of 5. So people seem to like it. I did enjoy the other two cans in the six pack that I drank, but yeah, I'll taste it right now and do a review on it. Let's crack it open. Okay, there's some smoke coming out, so it's pretty fresh. And from what I can tell, there's no date, which I don't like, but it didn't taste bad or skunky, so I think it's still fresh. It's still fine. All right, pour it in my cup. All right, let's get a nice pour. Wow, really big head. I don't remember being this big. Well, I'm not even sure that the last can I even put in a cup. Not a whole lot of aroma. Does it have more aroma than the Miller High Life that I reviewed the other day? Not really. I would say it's more aroma or more complex, just different, a little bit different. And it has a straw yellow color. It's not dark at all. It's very American adjunct lager esque looking. Um, Head dissipating pretty quick. And Narragansett, that's named after a town in Rhode Island. Um, I do know Rhode Island's the smallest state in the U.S. I don't know much else about it. I know it's right by Connecticut. see if I can find some specs on it here. Well, this says founded in 1888. But Wikipedia says founded in 1890. Anyway, all right, the head dissipating pretty quick. Faint smell, kind of corn, kind of bread. Don't really smell any hops. Let's get a little more in there. Yeah, this was, like I said, it was $6.99 for a 6-pack. If it had been more than that, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. But I thought, well, let me try something new. I'd never seen it. I don't think I'd seen it before, but I'd never had it before. So I said, well, let me try this and see. I got it at Sweetwater Package Store in Duluth, Georgia. Okay. Nice color. Nice deep golden. I think it's a little darker than Miller High Life, Coors, Budweiser, those other beers. It doesn't have any hazy appearance. Let me see if I can see what the calories are for this. Okay. $150 calories per 12-ounce serving. So that's right there with Budweiser and Coors Banquet. I think Budweiser is 145. I could be wrong. Let's check that. Per 12 ounce. Okay, 146 it says for Budweiser. So it's right there with it. It's not any heavier than Budweiser, Coors. Little more calories than Miller High Life. I think Miller High Life has just right at 140. But, I mean, 10 calories is barely noticeable. But it's not a light beer, that's for sure. But at 150 calories, that's not heavy either. All right, let's go ahead and try it. You know, it has that same flavor that I remember it having when I tried it the other day for the very first time. I didn't do it on camera. It has a flavor that the other beers that I've mentioned in this video, American Adjunct Lagers, does not have. It's like a little something. It's not bad. But I remember when I tried it, I think I watched a review on it on YouTube, to kind of get a heads up for what kind of beer it was. And I wasn't expecting it to have this much character, really. I was kind of expecting it to be kind of bland, but it has a little flavor that I detect that I can't really describe. It could be just the specific ingredients they use at Narraganset Brewing Company. It's not a hop. It's like a chalky, corny. If you've ever had Rolling Rock beer, this tastes like that, but heavier. If that makes sense. That's just what comes to my mind. I'm just saying it like I taste it. It tastes like a heavy-bodied Rolling Rock. It has that chalky Rolling Rock flavor, but higher calorie and ABV. It's probably better than Rolling Rock, although I do like Rolling Rock. What kind of score would I give it? It's really good. I mean, it's not something I'd give a lot, though, just because I don't see it a lot. I've only seen it one time. I'm sure it's more prevalent than what I've seen, but I just haven't seen it, so I would get it again, but I don't see myself getting it as a standby. It's good, but I just wouldn't get it often because it would be a chore to find it. If I just want a good beer to drink, I'm not going to go to this much trouble to find this when I can find something like Coors Banquet or maybe Stella Artois, for example, that is much easier to find and just as good. But I would give this like a 92, A minus. It's really good. There's nothing wrong with it. It does have that little something flavor that I can't really describe, but it is there, and it caught me off guard the first time I tried it. Well, I do have some cheese to go along with it. Grass-fed Australian cheddar. Got this from Aldi. I don't know. I've never had cheese from Australia before, but I love cheddar, so let's try this. I love cheese and beer together. It's really good. It's really sharp. I mean, they must have aged this 2 years. I love cheddar, and this is exceptional cheddar, grass-fed cheddar. I guess the cows are grass-fed, and they don't, feed them anything sketchy. It's really good. Very good cheese. It goes really well with the Narraganset. Great pairing. That'll be it. 92 for the Narraganset Lager. Really good beer. Thank you for watching.